Hi everyone, welcome to Stunner. So this video is all about Elliott wave theory. So I have been posting some charts in the Telegram channel as well as the trades which I take with respect to commodities, and all those trades were basically like all those trades or patterns I have done or traded using Elliott wave theory only. So I've been like started to work on Elliott wave theory, doing some reading some books, analyzing some patterns, and all those things were happening. So people were requesting me to make some videos with basics of Elliott wave theory. So that is why I've started this video. So in this video, I'll just cover some basics of Elliott wave theory. So it's up to you guys whether to focus on this or like ignore. Because why I say like focus on this or ignore is like this is completely different. Like when you think of other indicators, this is completely different. So for example, you consider an indicator called moving average. So what you basically do is like whenever the candle is above the moving average, then you decide that the stock is bullish, or below the moving average bearish, or sometimes it takes support at the moving average. You decide that it is a reversal zone. All the things are there. And even in the case of pivots, you will be like with respect to CPR, you know, R1, R2, S1, S2. So all these are there. But in the case of Elliott wave theory, it is completely different. So Elliott wave theory, uh, it is something which helps you to uh, project or predict the next moves. So you will not be like you will not be able to, you will not have an indicator. So Elliott wave theory is something you understand what is it the wave type. So basically, let me start with Elliott wave. So Elliott wave theory was developed by Elliott in 1930s, and it became popularized, and there are a lot of books written by other people also. So Robert Preacher in 1970 made this theory a popular one. See, a lot of people write books, but it doesn't get popular, right? See, for example, Secret of Pivot was written by Frank Ochoa, and it was not very much popular. And after that, some people started making some videos on that, and some people started showing their trades on that, and that is how it became popular. Still, what I would say is like before his book, also pivots was there. After his book, also some pivot analysis are there. So it depends on people to people on like how they are going to use the content and how they are going to make it more efficient. Yeah. Okay. So Eliot in 1930 gave up, like studied all these Eliot theories and all those, and slowly people started to like identify as well as understand what is different, what is changing. So all these help the Elliott wave theory to get more popularized. Clear? So basically, what Elliott wave tells is like it helps us to understand the behavior of the human psychology. See, for example, um, as we discussed in this Pivot Boss book, as we have seen previous charts, so history repeats itself. Why the history repeats itself is like the human psychology remains the same. Clear? So what happens here is like based on the crowd in the sense the people's behavior, the patterns and the market start to form. So the markets will see some trends or patterns in the case of any wedge pattern, or trend in the sense of uptrend or downtrend. All these things are like formed just by because of the crowd's behavior. So that is why human psychology is more and more important. So now moving on into concentrating more on the wave theory rather than explaining the how it has come and all those things. Let me quickly jump into the wave theory. So wave theory basically has two things. One is motive wave theory. Another one is corrective wave theory. Yeah. Okay. So what is motive wave? So let me tell you this. Yeah. So this is basically called as a wave. So this is zero. Wave starts with zero. Wave 0 to 1 is wave one. 1 to 2 is wave two. 2 to 3 is wave three. 3 to 4 is wave four, and 4 to 5 is wave five. Clear. So basically, first of all, you need to stick on to the basics. So whenever you see an uptrend happening, so the market will not go like this. Here, it will not go like this. What will happen is like the market will go like this only. Okay, so if you agree with this pattern, just let me know in the comment section. Yes, the market goes in this only, not in a straight line. Just comment in the comment section. So that will let me understand that okay, the audience is also on the same path. Clear? So here, what has happened is like this particular wave is called as a motive wave, and this motive wave is subdivided into 5 parts. One is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Clear? So here we have one thing which you need to understand is like this is an impulse wave pattern. Motive wave or the impulse wave has 5 waves in it. Clear? So also you need to understand that it does not mean that let me draw it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is a motive wave pattern. Motive wave pattern has 5 waves in it, and this 5 waves is also called as the impulse wave. Clear? So now you need to understand, right? There will be a lot of questions asked. So this motive wave or the impulse wave happen in only uptrend? No, it happens in downtrend as well. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys listen to this again. Impulse or the motive wave does not mean that it happens only in the uptrend. It can happen in downtrend as well. Clear? So these two things just try to remember. One is like impulse or the motive wave has 5 waves in it, and then another point is like it happens in uptrend as well as it happens in downtrend. Clear? So now let us go more into that 5 wave structure. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? And in this 5 waves, one this wave 1, wave 2, and wave 5. These are sub waves. Okay, and wave 2, wave 4 also are also sub waves. Wave 2 and wave 4, if you see, they are corrective waves. So what is that? I'll just explain it in more clear manner. So this is an impulse wave or the motive wave. So it has a 5 wave structure. And whenever the stock comes for a pullback in a layman terms, or whenever the stock comes down and that coming down portion is there, right? Now this portion is there, right? This portion is called as the corrective wave. Clear? So these wave 1, wave 3, wave 4 are called as actionary wave subwaves, and this wave 2 and wave 4 are called as corrective subwaves. Clear? So why should I say it as a corrective subwave? Just check it out. The current trend in the market is uptrend, okay, but there is some pullback or correction happens, that is called as corrective wave. This 1, 2 and this 3, 4, that means wave 2 and wave 4 are called as corrective waves. Clear? It will be a bit dry, but try to understand it. If in case of any queries, do let me know in the comment section. I'll not make this video bigger also. I'll just explain few concepts only. So this impulse or motive wave theory is subdivided, is like 2 waves. They have motive waves and the corrective waves, and the corrective waves. So motive waves are basically called as the 5 wave structure. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 are there. And among the wave 5, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 5, these are called as the actionary subwaves, and wave 2 and wave 4 are called as the corrective waves. Clear? And please understand that the what to say, the when I say wave 2 and wave 4 of the corrective wave does not mean that it comes under the subdivision. See, initially I told Elliott wave theory has two subdivisions. One is motive wave and corrective wave. So that is completely different. After a complete motive wave is done, what happens next will be the corrective wave. But inside the motive wave itself, there is small corrective waves also happen, and that is called as wave 2 and wave 4. Clear? So whenever there is an trend, like it can be uptrend or it can be a downtrend, whenever there is some correction seen, that is called as corrective wave. Clear? And I said it can be in a downtrend as well. So here if you see, this wave 4 and wave 5, this is called as the corrective waves in downtrend as well. Clear? So, and then now, till now, I think I have made some basic concepts. Now it is the very, very must part I'm going to tell. So the rules of motive waves. So there are only 3 rules there. Kindly focus on that. First rule is like, okay, let me draw that in this point. Okay. So first rule is like wave 2 does not retrace completely the wave 1. So this is 0. Wave starts with 0, 0 to 1, and wave 2 should not be like this. If the wave 2 is like that, then it is wrong. Clear? If it goes like this, so this is also a wave pattern only, but this is 0, this is 1, and this is wave 2, right? So wave 2 should not cover or go below the wave 0. So that is the rule number 1. So let me draw with respect to this. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Clear? So what this is the first rule is like, wave 2 should not go below the wave 0. It can come like this, come till like this, not an issue, but it should not go till like this or go or touch the 0. So 100% retracement of wave 1 is not allowed. Is not allowed, and that is one of the rule in the motive waves. Clear? Now got it? Okay. Now another point is like this wave 4 is there, right? We have covered the wave 2 part now. Now wave 4 should not come below the wave 1. Okay, so wave 4 should be above the wave 1 only. It should not come below the wave 1. So for corrective wave 2, it should not retrace this complete wave and it should not go below wave 0. And for wave 4, it should not go below the wave 1. Clear? Got it? So we have covered 2 waves. So one thing is 2 rules. One is like wave 2 should not retrace 100% of wave 1. And second rule is wave 4 should not come below wave 1. Now let's move on to the third rule. So what the third rule says is like wave 3 should not be the shortest of these 1 and 3 and 5 wave. So among this uptrend wave, the actionary waves are like wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5. So wave 3 should not be less than wave 1 or wave 5. So let me draw it again. So this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. This is correct. Clear? So now let me draw this case. Wave 1, wave 3, which is smaller than wave 1, wave 4, and wave 5. This is also correct because among the wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5, the wave 5 is the smallest and wave 3 is not smallest. Clear? And now let us go for this case. Wave 1, wave 3, wave 5. So this is also correct because comparing wave 1, wave 3, wave 5, wave 1 is the smallest. But if this is happening, this is wrong. Clear? Why? Because let me draw it properly. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. If you see wave 3 is the smallest, this should not happen. Clear? So in this video, I'm just stopping this content with this video because initially it will be some bit dry. But what I would tell you guys is like practice these things a lot so you will be able to understand. So let me tell you, Elliott wave theory is like subdivided into 2 wave theory. One is motive waves and second one is called as corrective wave. So basically, motive wave has 5 wave structure: wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. And in that, wave 1, wave 3, wave 5 are called as actionary subwave. Wave 2, wave 4 are called as the corrective subwave. So whenever there is some correction happens in the trend in the trending wave, and that is where the corrected the wave 2 and wave 4 lies in. So there are 3 rules which needs to be followed to confirm that that is a motive wave. One is wave 2 should not completely retrace the wave 1 or should not go below the wave 0, and wave 4 should not come and touch wave 1's endpoint, or like wave 4 should not come and touch the wave 1's endpoint or go below the wave 1's endpoint. And then wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. Wave 3 can be smallest but should not be the smallest wave among wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5. Clear? So this is what I wanted to cover in this video. So now I won't say it as a homework, but think more, like um, any sort of questions whichever is coming, and based on the feedback which I'm getting from this video only, I'll just further continue. Otherwise, I'll do another video. I'll just explain about the corrective wave, and like after motive wave is completed, what will happen. And there are more and more concepts, like I'll just tell about the concepts which I'll be covering in the future video. So one concept is like um, after a motive wave, what will happen, and after a corrective wave, what will happen, and what are the corrective waves there, and how many patterns are there, how many patterns of corrective waves there, and inside each motive wave, what should happen, what should be noted. All these things are like planned to cover in the next videos. But what I would need is like I am expecting a sensible questions and sensible feedback from you guys. I'm not telling you guys like to appreciate me or uh, it's up to you guys to give the feedback. But I want some sensible questions, like so that will encourage me so that I will make the next videos. Otherwise, I'll just wait, check for 2 to 3 videos, and if I don't get proper response, I'll stop this content completely. So that's it from my end. So if you feel the content is good, kindly give a like and share. And I would request you to give or ask some good questions so that that will be helpful for me to make some more enthusiastic and energetic videos, because this is somewhat dry subject until you guys understand about the basics. So even in the basic, if you guys start to ask some more questions, so that will help me to explain with good examples. Yeah. So that's it from my end, guys. Thanks for watching for more videos.